Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. More than 100 deaths have been reported after the onslaught of Tropical Storm Paeng. At least half of these deaths are from Maguindanao after flash floods and landslides ravaged the province. 100 other people were injured, while 33 are still missing. More than 2 million people were affected across 17 regions. The damage to infrastructure is pegged at 760 million pesos, while agricultural damage is estimated at 1.3 billion pesos. Authorities in Maguindanao have shifted to retrieval operations days after Paeng's onslaught. Mon Gualvez with the report.
Using a shovel and pick mattock, authorities manually dug through thick soil and sand in Sitio Tinambon in Barangay Cusiong, Datuodin, Sinsuat in Maguindanao del Norte. Their purpose is to get to the bodies buried alive after a landslide occurred Friday dawn due to severe tropical storm Paeng. Around 200 homes are said to have stood in the area. And after a few hours, quite a number of corpses were dug, one of which is a 2-year-old kid. Authorities admit the retrieval operation was tough in what they now call the ground zero of Bangsamoro region.
Napakalawak po yung area, and then yung tinamaan po nung landslide. So ang hirap po hanapin. So ang ginagawa po ng mga rescuers natin, portion po ang ginagawa nila na paghahanap.
The digging was also made difficult for authorities since they can't use a backhoe. This is because tri people, or a mixture of Muslims, Christians, and indigenous people lived in the area.
Meron po tayong iba't ibang tribo dito po sa Maguindanao. So may kanya-kanyang culture po. So yun po ang iniwasan namin. Inangatan namin yung sensitivity na nararamdaman po ng mga pamilya po.
One of the survivors, Deborah, was in the area. She was said to survive the landslide as 11 of her relatives were dug out from the land lifeless. She's still hoping her grandparents will be recovered.
First time ko po kasing naranasan ito mula pagkabata. Sir, parang panaginip na hindi ko ma-explain. Sana makita lang yung si lolo at lola para mabigyan lang namin sila ng disenteng burol, sir, kasi kawawa naman po sila.
Authorities said the barangay has actually advised residents to evacuate, but many chose to stay. According to Mayor Datu Lester Sinsuat, some of the families in Cusiong were relocated there from the town's coastal areas. But they did not expect this tragedy to happen.
Sabi niya, Dato, ngayon lang nangyari, sabi nitong landslide na ito. Hindi namin expect mo na yung pinaka-safe pala na akala ng mga engineer natin na doon pala yung napuruan talaga ng landslide.
The Maguindanao government admits they're accustomed to the floods since their area is actually a catch basin of water coming from nearby provinces. But they believe that someone became lax in advising about the strength of the storm.
Ang naiabiso po sa atin is yung direction ng bagyong Paeng, ang maidudulot lamang nito is light rainfall. So it's not an alarming. So hindi natin na-alarma yung mga ating kababayan dahil nga po hindi na sa red alert status ang binigay.
In their latest report, around 61 individuals in Maguindanao were confirmed dead due to the onslaught of Paeng. Over 582,000 individuals, meanwhile, were affected from 202,000 households in 389 barangays across the region. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
And on the weather, Tropical Storm Queenie has weakened into a tropical depression. Queenie was last spotted some 490 kilometers east of Davao City with wind speeds of up to 55 kilometers per hour. Light to moderate rains are expected over the Caraga and Davao Oriental. Pag-asa expects Queenie to weaken further in the next 12 hours. We're gonna pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. One expert is proposing to have Project NOAA back under the NDRRMC as part of preemptive disaster response measures. Marian Enriquez with the details.
Residents in Maguindanao were taken by surprise by the impact of severe tropical storm Paeng in their province. They say this is the first time that they experienced a calamity this strong. But for UP Resilience Institute Executive Director Mahar Lagmay, there is a lack of preparedness in mapping out high-risk areas.
For the past 20 years, pinag-aaralan namin yan. Pare-pareho ang sinasabi ng mga tao. That only tells us na we failed to anticipate. Kailangan i-expect natin yung mga pwedeng mangyari na pagbaha, no? Na hindi porke nangyari na ito ay hindi maaaring mangyari yan.
Lagmay said they are open to bringing back Project NOAA and lead the program for pre-disaster risk assessment under the wing of the NDRRMC. While Pag-asa is in charge of signal numbers every typhoon, Project NOAA is designed to project the amount of rainfall that each barangay will experience. In fact, it was able to prevent heavy impact from 15 disasters back in 2014 until 2016.
Our role during that time was to provide hazard-specific, area-focused, and time-bound information. We were able to do that because Project NOAA deployed 2,000 sensors all over the Philippines. We know where it was raining, we know how heavy the rains were, how much rainfall was occurring in a particular area with those sensors. It gives the LGU and the community at least 4 to 6 hours lead time advance warning. And it was done. And it was successful in averting about 15 disasters from 2014 to 2016.
Lagmay also noted the importance of creating a map for the probabilistic risk assessment.
We have to plan our communities using scenarios of multiple scenarios of a particular hazard. Maliit na baha, mas malaking baha, napakalaking baha, climate change scenario na baha. And we use that to plan communities across all sectors. Sana po makinig.
Lagmay said that Project NOAA can also help prevent similar instances of communities being taken by surprise by disasters at the cost of lives and livelihood.
Rainfall does not kill. What kills are the floods. And those floods need to be reflected in what we call as hazard maps, multi-scenario hazard maps, to be used for planning communities. I appeal to the government, please use that, because if not, the next time it happens, we will hear again the people say, the victims, the survivors, first time nangyari ito, hindi namin in-expect ito. Actually, it's all there. You look at the NOAA maps. We did not implement the policies that were identified.
For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
The Justice Department has secured an affidavit on the death of June Villamor, the alleged middleman in Percy Lapid's murder. Forensic expert Dr. Raquel Fortun told 1PH that the Justice Department supplied the information that a plastic bag was used to kill Villamor. Fortun explained that there is no definite way to diagnose asphyxia, and that is why she relied on information from the DOJ. Fortun added that death by suffocation is consistent with her findings that June Villamor was healthy when he died. The Justice Department likewise insists that there is no discrepancy in the two autopsy findings. DOJ spokesperson Attorney Miko Clavano told The Big Story that Villamor could have suffered a heart hemorrhage after being suffocated.
There's actually a statement, an affidavit by someone.
Statement ng DOJ.
Maraming alam ang DOJ that, is not made public, which is the professional way of doing an investigation. Hindi yan lahat nilalabas.
For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.